All right, it's now 2 a.m. on this Thursday morning. Got a tornado warning just being issued for Shelby County in central Alabama. The storm has kind of spun up pretty quickly across northern Shelby County. It has a possible tornado with that coming up on Alabaster and Helena. Here's your tornado warning polygon, and you see Mossboro there. There's Greenwood. That's the Jefferson County line. Got Indian Springs, also Pelham, Alabaster. You're in that tornado warning polygon. So we need you to go to a safe place now, as there is the potential for a tornado there. And that is moving northeast very quickly at about 45 to 50 miles per hour. So again, Pelham, Indian Springs Village, you need to be in a safe place right now, as do have the potential for a tornado that could be down. Let me put on the velocity and show you what we've got. And there's certainly some signs of rotation that has developed quickly here, right there. You got Guthrie Junction there. Let me zoom into that and show you what we got. Again, this is a possible tornado that could be developing. There is the radar site that's just north of Calera, and there's your area rotation right there. The National Weather Service watching this carefully, as well as we were over the past 10 to 15 minutes. Look at that. Goodness, I think there's likely a tornado down right now that is coming upon Mossboro, so we need you in a safe place immediately. Let's look at the debris signature. All right, don't see it yet, but I can tell you with high confidence there's likely a tornado down. Look at the velocity. And look at the couplet there. This thing's just south of Turner. That is the Jefferson County line up there. And again, we've got a very dangerous situation. There's a Superior community. Mossboro's right there, and a high likelihood there could be a tornado down right now in northern Shelby County. So if you are in Helena or Pelham, we need you in a safe place now, as this is a dangerous situation for a tornado that is likely down. This thing is spun up very quickly. We'll look at the wind with this thing and look at the couplet. 151 mile per hour wind. So this is a tornado that has quickly developed in northern Shelby County, just below the Jefferson County line. It's got 151 mile per hour gate to gate shear. That is a very dangerous situation. Again, northern Shelby County, I want you in a safe place right now, as we have a tornado that is likely down with this storm. I mean, we're looking at winds of 150 miles per hour. And again, according to the National Weather Service, they are going to confirm this is a tornado down. So we've got a dangerous situation for tornadoes that is down in Shelby County. That's just north of Superior. That's coming up on the Helena area. Pelham, you need to be in a safe place right now, as there's a tornado that is down that's in Shelby County. We'll look on the debris signature now. And again, there it is. There's your debris signature. We have a tornado that's over the town of Turner as we speak. North Shelby County, just below the Jefferson County line. Let me pan up to the northeast just a bit, and this has changed very quickly. A tornado has touched down. Okay, there's Mossboro. You've got Pelham that's right there. There's Greystone and Pelham. Your tornado is just west of Mossboro. There's your tornado. There's one down. We need you in a safe place immediately. This is an emergency situation for northern Shelby County. There's the Jefferson County line. Mossboro, again, that's what we're talking about. You're going to be impacted by this tornado that is down right now. So again, a tornado warning, a dangerous situation for a confirmed tornado right on top of Turner in Shelby County. That's northern Shelby County. The Shelby County Airport is just down here in Calera, in Alabaster, between Calera and Alabaster. There's Alabaster there. There's Greystone. There's Pelham. You got Highway 31, Interstate 65. This tornado is moving northeast at a quick pace of about 45 to 50 miles per hour. Look at the debris signature. Goodness, this thing is massive across North Shelby County. Checking with the National Weather Service quickly, and again, this is a confirmed tornado down that is doing significant damage in northern Shelby County. So again, we need you in a safe place immediately from Mossboro and Pelham and Greystone. We got a tornado that's down. The debris signature is quite large with this tornado. Let me put on the velocity display and show you that. And let's just look at this couplet together. There it is. Again, we have a confirmed tornado down. There's the Jefferson County line. This is moving northeast just like that. And let me zoom out. I need to do a path on this thing because this thing is quickly moving northeast. Let me show other people in the path of this, because I know there's other people watching in other parts of Alabama. This is your storm. This is a confirmed tornado down that is just south of the Jefferson County line. There's Indian Springs Village. We've got Pelham. There is the radar site. We're sampling air that is basically just a couple of 100 feet off the ground. But if you're in Mossboro or Pelham, we need you in a safe place right now. Again, this is a very dangerous situation. Confirmed tornado down now in North Shelby County. Let me pan this back to the southwest. We're going to do a track on this. Again, it's moving northeast very quickly. This is going to be a close call for Hoover if this continues. So let me do a track. Again, moving northeast, we're going to say about 50 miles per hour. Let's do a track on this. Let me clear that off. I'm going to do that again. And again, so if you are just north of Alabaster, that's where we're looking at for a tornado that's down. That's right on top of Mossboro, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour or 50 miles per hour. So we'll try to do a path on this thing. Going to do this slow, see if it'll pick up correctly. All right. Place like Mossboro right now, Pelham at 2:17, Lake Purdy at 2:40, Leeds at 3 a.m. That's what time this tornado is going to be in your area where you are. So again, a dangerous situation for confirmed tornado that is down. Right now, we need you in your safe place. That's the lowest floor of your home. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Let's zoom into this thing. Again, this is just north of Alabaster, just west of Pelham. There's your tornado right there. It's coming up on Helena. If you are in Helena, you need to be in a safe place. That includes the lowest floor of your home, many walls between you and the outside as possible. If you're in a high-rise structure, bottom floor. If you're in a mobile home, get out of that immediately. No mobile homes. We don't want you in a mobile home with this situation. There's your tornado. Let's put on the debris. And again, there it is. There's your tornado right there. That is a classic debris signature. We're seeing debris being lofted into the air. Our radar is picking up on that. The radar out of Shelby County, and that's it. So we have a confirmed tornado down. Again, there's the Jefferson County line. This is how close this is to Jefferson County. We got Helena. Helena's right there. This is going to be approaching Helena from the southwest within the next 10 minutes or so from now. So if you are in Helena, we need you to be in your safe place now. This is a fast-moving thunderstorm, fast-moving tornadic thunderstorm. Just to see, you want to put on the reflectivity. There it is. There's your debris ball. We can see that on the reflectivity with this. This is the raindrops. This is actually debris that's being picked up in the air. This is shrapnel like boards and tree limbs and all kinds of objects that's being picked up by this tornado. There it is there. All right, so it's coming up on Helena. We'll put on the velocity. Let's look at the wind. All right, there's your couplet. This couplet should be right here about now. So we're going to see a new update come out shortly. Let's watch this thing together. There it is. So there's your tornado right there. It's coming up on Helena, moving very quickly. Again, this is a fast-moving thunderstorm. It's moving quickly. So we got Helena. You are directly in the path of this tornado. There's your tornado there. There's Helena. That's Highway 261 there. Pelham's on the edge of your screen. That's Highway 31. You see Interstate 65 on the other side, right there on the edge of your screen. Your tornado's right there, moving northeast just like that. So if you're in Helena, you need to be in a safe place. A very dangerous situation for a tornado that is down. We know it's down, doing damage as we speak. So again, this isn't a part of the state that's heavily populated. This thing's coming through neighborhoods. This thing's coming through structures as we speak. Let me check it. And again, this is according to the National Weather Service, is saying this is confirmed. There's a tornado down coming up on Helena. It's now moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. So if you are in Helena, there's a tornado down right now coming through Helena. Again, it's quickly moving off towards the northeast at 50 miles per hour. Next stop will be Pelham. So again, if you are in Pelham, you need to be in a safe place now. Indian Springs Village, you need to be in a safe place. That's where this tornado is moving, just like that, northeast at 55 miles per hour. So again, a damaging tornado that is down in Shelby County. Let me zoom out just a bit. I want to show you everybody out there. Again, here's a new update. There it is. There's your tornado. There's Helena. That's Highway 261. You see right there. There's Helena. There's your tornado. It's coming up on the west side of Helena right now. Next stop again will be the Highway 31 corridor, then I-65. It's going to cross I-65 just below the Jefferson County line. Let me zoom out just a little. I want to show you this, the wider view. All right, so you got Indian Springs Village there. There's Interstate 65, Cahaba River. You got the I-459 corridor. This is going to be below the I-459 corridor. Let me put on the warning and show you the polygon. And there it is. Again, this is north of Alabaster. This is basically Pelham to Indian Springs Village. It does not include technically Lake Purdy or Chelsea. That's Highway 280. It technically does not include Chelsea, but again, if you're around Lake Purdy or Chelsea, I would certainly take caution. This thing could be extended off to the northeast. It does not include Hoover. It does not include Vestavia Hills. This is just below the Jefferson County line. There's Interstate 459 that runs in southern Jefferson County. You got Interstate 65 that cuts to the south in Hoover. If you are south of Hoover on the interstate, we advise you to get off the roads, find a site-built structure to get into now, as we have a tornado that is down that's in Helena as we speak. This is north of Alabaster, but in Helena, there is a tornado that is on the ground, and it is moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Again, just checking with the National Weather Service. I hear the alerts in the background here. They continue the tornado warning, confirmed tornado down. That is basically on top of Helena. So if you are in Helena, this tornado is on top of you as we speak. And it's moving northeast at about 55 miles per hour. So you see the warning polygon. You see who's in that. Again, basically from Pelham north to Indian Springs Village, I-65, Highway 31, you're in the direct path of this tornado. Let me put on the correlation coefficient. Let's look at the debris in this thing. There it is right there. You see that's your debris signature. Let me zoom into that and show you where it is in relation to Helena. So again, this is north of Alabaster. Alabaster, you are not in this tornado threat with this storm. Paramount, you're in the threat. Indian Springs Village, you're in the threat. There's your tornado right there. Okay, you see Helena. You see Pelham. Your tornado is on the north side of Helena. Again, this is a very heavily populated part of Shelby County. There's your tornado there. Okay. The Tosco community there, that's Highway 261 that runs up to Paramount. You see Highway 261 runs off to the northeast. This tornado is going to be crossing very close. Again, Helena, you are in the gun for this tornado. If you are on I-459 taking the Helena exit, pull over now, because if you drive into this, you're going to drive right into the tornado itself. Helena there, 261, your tornado's right there. Let me zoom out. Again, Paramount, this is a dangerous situation. We know there's a tornado down. This is a confirmed tornado down. Okay, this is just south of Jefferson County line. Pelham, I think you are going to be okay. If you are on the north side of Pelham, I would be in a safe place. But if you're on the south side of Pelham, I think you're okay. The rotation has weakened some. It's not as intense. At one point, we had 150 mile per hour winds based off what we're seeing on our velocity product. The tornado's on Highway 261 now. There's Helena. It's on 261 coming up on Paramount, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. This is about to cross Highway 31, and then it's going to cross Interstate 65 north of Alabaster, north of Pelham. That's where this tornado is. But again, the rotation seems to have weakened some. Doesn't mean there's not one down. We'll put on the reflectivity out of Birmingham. Looks like we've got a new tornado warning polygon. We're going to show you that here in just a second. In fact, let's do that now. Let me zoom out. There we go. And yeah, new tornado warning polygon that has been extended off to the northeast. So again, not surprised by that. This was getting closer to the end of the tornado warning polygon. We now have Indian Springs Village that's still in that. Looks like they extended just a little bit to the north. Actually, Lake Purdy and Chelsea's right there. That's Highway 280. So again, technically it does not include Lake Purdy or Chelsea. It looks like they cut off the back edge of that polygon because the tornado itself is moving northeast quickly at 55 miles per hour. So let me take that off. I want to put on the reflectivity out of Birmingham. And I'll tell you what, let me put on the velocity. I want to show you that. Again, there's your tornado signature. There's your couplet right over Paramount. Right now, it's about to cross Highway 31. Okay, we've got a new update. Let me zoom into that. This is moving northeast quickly. So if you're in Indian Springs Village, I want you in a safe place now. It looks like the rotation has really weakened over the past 5 to 10 minutes. Doesn't mean it's over, but the rotation has substantially weakened in the past 5 to 10 minutes, but it's coming up on Highway 31, I-65. This is just north of downtown Pelham. It's a close call. If you're on the north side of Pelham, we want you to be in a safe place. If you're on the south side of Pelham, you're okay. If you're down towards Alabaster, you're okay. Deerhurst community there, again, on the north side of Deerhurst, that's where you need to be in a safe place. Indian Springs Village up here, certainly be in a safe place now. So we have that potential for a tornado that could still be there. We will put on the hazard display here, and let's just see if it's picking up on this. I would assume it is. Yeah, you see that top of your screen. So again, if you're in Paramount, we still want you in a safe place. This thing's going to follow basically Highway 261. There is Highway 31, the major highway that runs south of 459 into Pelham. Again, this is going to be on the north side of Pelham, crossing Highway 31 as we speak. So certainly a dangerous situation for the potential tornado that could still be down with this. But I will say this, the rotation has weakened substantially just in the past 5 to 10 minutes. Let me zoom out just a bit because this storm is moving quickly off towards the northeast. This thing's going to be basically, it's on top of Indian Springs Village right now. There's the Jefferson County line. There's I-459. Your tornado potential is on the south side of I-459. Okay, so once you get into Jefferson County, you're not in the polygon. From the Shelby County line south towards Deerhurst, that's where that polygon is. There's the Watkins community. Again, Indian Springs Village. Very heavily populated part of the state right here. That's where we got a huge population center in Alabama. And let me check quickly with the National Weather Service on this. We may have seen this thing lift. And the last update we got was about 6 minutes ago. So again, a dangerous situation for areas that's north of Pelham. So if you're in Pelham and point south, you're okay. But if you're north of Pelham, that's where we have a dangerous situation for the potential for a tornado that could still be there. But I will say this, it sure looks like this tornado may have lifted, as it is tracking northeast quickly. So I do think this thing may have lifted. But again, it's coming up on Lake Purdy. That'll be the next stop. National Weather Service, again, they're going to continue the severe thunderstorm warning down to Hale County and Greene County until 3 a.m. The reason we're on here is because we got a tornado warning for North Shelby County for a possible tornado that could still be there. Coming up on Indian Springs Village. And let me check some other things here. Not getting any reports yet of damage, but I can promise you there is damage. We know a tornado touched down just west of Helena. The tornado moved basically just on the north side of Pelham, is now near Indian Springs Village. That's where your tornado is now, if there's still one down. So again, it appears based off of what we're seeing is this tornado may have lifted. But we still want you in a safe place in North Shelby County, Indian Springs Village. And I would say this, if you're on 280 from Lake Purdy down to Chelsea, I would still I would be in a safe place. We may see this warning extended. Let's look at a couple of things here. We'll pull on the velocity display, and let's just kind of see how this thing is looking, how it's evolving. And yeah, the rotation has really weakened in the past 10 to 15 minutes now. What's left of the rotation is now to the northeast of Indian Springs Village. This is just east of I-65. Basically, it's about 4 or 5 miles from Lake Purdy, and is moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. All right, so we know a tornado touched down very close to Mossboro. It did track on the north side of Helena. We had a debris signature with a tornado that no doubt was down, but I can tell you now with confidence that it looks like it has lifted based off of their velocity. And we've had several scans here now. But still, if you're in Inverness or Lake Purdy, here's a new scan. Again, still some evidence of rotation there. This is coming up on 280, Lake Purdy. That's Highway 119. This is northwest of Chelsea. This is to the northwest of the city of Chelsea, where there is still a possible tornado. But again, Indian Springs Village up to Inverness and Lake Purdy. We want you to stay in a safe place now. The National Weather Service is going to have to come up with a decision shortly whether they want to extend the tornado warning or not, because we are just about out of the polygon. Let me put that on. Again, that's where your rotation is now. It's just about outside the tornado warning polygon. But again, if you're in Inverness, if you're on 280 from Lake Purdy down to the north side of Chelsea, I would be in a safe place just to use caution. This thing spun up fast, produced a tornado near Mossboro and the north side of Helena. All right, looks like the tornado warning has expired. So they decided to let the tornado warning expire in North Shelby County based off the fact that the debris signature is gone, the velocity couplet is gone. So we know a tornado touched down, and it appeared to be a fairly substantial tornado touchdown. We're going to go back and look at the damage at the National Weather Service. We'll send a survey crew, look at the damage in North Shelby County, northwest Shelby County, and they'll be able to tell what type of damage it was. Clearly, it was a tornado. We know that based off the setup, based off the rotation. We had a couplet of about 150 mile per hour winds at one time with that. So this thing had a strong wind, a strong couplet. It produced a tornado. We saw the damage. We saw the debris signature pop up on the radar. So we know what happened. We know one touched down. But the National Weather Service allowing this warning to expire. So it is about 2:20. And I tell you what, let's kind of reset things and show everybody out there, because we just had certainly a serious situation with the tornado that touched down in North Shelby County, very close to Mossboro and Helena. So here's the deal. We've got a lot of rain happening across most of Alabama. Some flooding issues are ongoing. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in Hale County, and that continues as well. Let me put on the watch warning map, and let's look at this. Yeah, the severe thunderstorm warning continues for Hale County. We got flood warnings for Jefferson, Tuscaloosa, Walker, Coleman, Blount, portions of St. Clair County, pretty much all of Cherokee and Etowah County under flood warnings due to the fact we're having flooding issues. Flash flooding warnings in Mississippi, Fort Lauderdale County, and portions of southern Kemper County. We got a lot of rain ongoing with this. Flooding issues certainly a concern. We got issues in Pickens County, southern Fayette County as well. All right, new tornado warning. Here we go. New tornado warning just been extended. So let's go into that and show you the new polygon. So this includes northeast Shelby County, much of St. Clair, and far southeast Jefferson County. So there's your tornado warning polygon. Brand new tornado warning has touched down. Brand new tornado warning has been issued from Lake Purdy, and that stretches up towards Moody, Odenville, Pell City. We want you in a safe place now. Let me check with the National Weather Service, and again, this is at the moment radar indicated tornado. So again, they're just basically extending this warning. This is radar indicated. There's not a classic signature being shown at the moment, but again, if you're on 280 from Lake Purdy, stretching back to the north, that's Interstate 20, Moody to Pell City, Odenville, you need to be in a safe place. You are under a tornado warning. Again, this is this storm that produced a confirmed tornado about 15 minutes ago. No longer is confirmed, but again, radar indicated tornado that is moving, basically straddling the Jefferson-Shelby County line where Lake Purdy sits, coming up on Moody, Odenville, and Pell City. This is St. Clair County, this is Shelby County, that's Jefferson County. Moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. That's a very fast motion off to the northeast. Let me zoom out just a bit. I want to show you the path on this. Again, remember this is moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. So let's do a path. This is going to be a fast motion to the storm, obviously. And it's interesting to note that the tornado warning itself is almost outside of the tornado watch. You know, we often say just because you're outside of the tornado watch doesn't mean that you can't have a tornado warning. So again, there's your starting point. This is moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Let me clear that off. For some reason I'm having trouble with this thing doing the track on us. I'm going to have to do this manually. But again, there it is there, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. I'm just going to have to do this manually because it is not working on my end on the weather wall. So again, a dangerous situation for a possible tornado that may be down. That's on the Jefferson-Shelby County line now northeast of Hoover. This is tracking northeast at 55 miles per hour. So here we go. We'll do a path on this. So here's some of the communities in the path of this. We've got Lake Purdy right now, so we need you in a safe place. Leeds at about 236, Moody at 241, Odenville 250, Riverside at 258, Asheville at 305, Ohatchee at 314, Rainbow City at 321. So again, that's who's in the path of this possible tornado that is moving off towards the northeast. So let me clear this off and put on the reflectivity out of Birmingham. And clearly this thing does not have the structure it had just a few moments ago. But there it is. Again, if you're near Lake Purdy, it looks like the signature is now just to the northeast of Lake Purdy, coming up on Windburn. If you're in Leeds and Moody, we want you in a safe place now. Again, Leeds and Moody, safe place. This is going to be coming up on the junction of 459 and Interstate 20. So again, there's Leeds. There's your possible tornado. We got a hook echo feature. Windburn there. There's Highway 25 that runs down towards the Vinson area. This is north of Vinson. Again, Leeds, you are in a situation where there could be a tornado there. That's coming up on Leeds and Moody as we speak. I have not heard of any reports of damage over the past 10 minutes or so, but that does not mean you are out of the threat. So let's go northeast just a bit so we can see other communities. Again, there's your possible tornado right there. That's your hook echo feature. That's where there could be a tornado down. Coming up on Leeds, Moody. This is basically following the Interstate 20 corridor. Got Pell City there, Stewart's there, Wattsville sits up there. That's on Highway 231. Wattsville, where we're looking at after that. So again, there's your possible tornadoes moving northeast very quickly at about 55 miles per hour. Leeds, Moody, you are in the direct path of this possible tornado, and we'll put on the velocity. Let's just kind of look at the wind with this and make sure this thing is not beginning to wrap up a little more tightly. And still broad evidence of rotation, but it is not as strong as it was a few minutes earlier. About 15, 20 minutes ago when we had 150 mile an hour winds, the couplet is not as tight as it was. But again, there's the Jefferson-Shelby County line. Windburn's there. We got Lawley, New London, Wolf Creek. See some of these, Cook Springs, Stewart's, Pell City. There's I-20 there. McCombs there. Trussville. That's Interstate 59 right there that runs northeast of 459. That's I-59. That's Interstate 20. This is going to basically follow Interstate 20 to about Cook Springs and Stewart's and then kind of kick north towards the Wattsville area. Odenville sits there. There's Highway 411 right there. Okay, so Leeds, Windburn, we need you to stay in a safe place now. So again, the safe place includes that lowest floor of your home, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. All right, new update. Still not seeing a strong couplet there, but let's go back over to the reflectivity. And again, we still have evidence of a hook echo feature there right on top of Leeds, close to the Bass Pro Shop. Windburn's there. Moody. Parsons there. Okay. Cook Springs, Stewart, that's Highway 174. There's 231, runs up to Watts. Your possible tornado is going to be right there. It is now to the east of Brentwood Hills, so it's east of Brentwood Hills, it's east of I-459. In fact, if you're on the Interstate 20 at the 459 junction, this is east of you, right over Leeds. Okay, so there's Moody, Cook Springs, 174. Stewart's right there. So again, we continue a tornado warning for extreme northeast Shelby County, extreme southeast Jefferson County, and a good chunk of St. Clair County under that tornado warning. Let me zoom out. And let's just show everybody in this warning, okay? So again, you see the radar data. There's our hook echo feature right there coming up on Moody and Odenville. Let me take that off. Just show the polygon. This is the red polygon you're going to see. That's your tornado warning right there. Trussville, this is south of Trussville. And this is basically from Lake Purdy to Moody, to Pell City to Odenville. 411, that's 231, Highway 174. If you're on those highways, near those highways, be in a safe place now, as there is the potential for a tornado that could be down. Let me check. Again, with the National Weather Service, we are watching this carefully. And I do not see any, okay. Yeah, I do not see any indication of this thing still down. But again, this is certainly still a dangerous situation for a possible tornado that could be down. I do want to mention the National Weather Service is going to continue the tornado warning until 3:15. It's about 2:30 now. And I will say this, they may either extend this warning further northeast or allow it to expire based off the fact that this is going to be out of the polygon long before 3:15. It's moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. And again, just checking here, I don't see any sign of debris. At the moment. But again, this could change at any time. So just checking a lot of things behind the scenes, trying to, we're watching this thing carefully. Again, this thing's moving now northeast at 60 miles per hour, near Moody, near the city of Moody. So this thing is moving northeast at 60 miles per hour, heading towards Moody. So if you are in Jefferson County, St. Clair County, extreme northeast Shelby County, looks like the Weather Service is going to go ahead and cancel that tornado warning for Shelby County. Because the warning has the issue for Shelby County is pretty much over now. I'm pretty sure they're going to take Jefferson County out within the next minute or two based off the fact that this is out of Jefferson County. So again, let's go back into this storm type. And the warning continues again until 3:15. It's moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. So this is a fast motion to the storm. Again, your rotation is up on the Moody area now. So the National Weather Service is going to cancel this part of Jefferson, Shelby County because it's going to be totally in St. Clair County. Let's put on the velocity. And again, there's area rotation there. So let me zoom into that and show you what we're talking about. And there's no doubt there's still some evidence of rotation here. Not a confirmed tornado, but again, there's still some evidence of rotation coming up on Moody, basically following Highway 411 towards the Odenville area. So if you're in Odenville, we want you in a safe place now as this possible tornado is moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. So let's look at the debris signature. Just make sure. Don't see much there, which is good. We're watching this carefully. I don't see any screaming evidence of a tornado down based off the debris signature and based off the velocity. And again, we're watching carefully. There's your area of rotation very close to Moody, coming up on Odenville. So if you're in Odenville, we want you in a safe place now. This is moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. So if you are in Jefferson or Shelby County, we give an all clear for this particular storm. It's gone. It's now to your northeast, totally over St. Clair County. Argo, this is just south of Argo. Argo's on the St. Clair Jefferson County line. Back to the west, you got Leeds down here. It's already crossed northeast of Leeds. So if you're in Leeds and points west, I think you're okay with this. But again, if you are east of Leeds, let's say towards Moody, Parsons, or Odenville, let's certainly stay in a safe place now, as there is that potential for a tornado that could be still down. So again, there's Wattsville. If you're in Wattsville on 231 or even towards Raglan, we want you in a safe place now. This tornadic circulation is moving northeast very fast. And this thing has changed quite a bit over the past 30 minutes. It wrapped up quickly, produced a confirmed tornado. We all saw that, the large debris signature. In fact, we showing on radar 150 mile an hour winds with that tornado. It was a very powerful tornado, I believe. We're going to see quite a bit of damage out of that, whether it's over forested area or homes. We're just not sure yet. We will find that out shortly. But again, the main concern is people that are now northeast of this thing. So if you're in Odenville on 411, this tornado is basically running parallel to Highway 411. Wattsville, that's 231. It's going to cross 231 somewhere, I think, north of Wattsville. This thing's, again, moving more northeast rather than east. So, again, the rotation is just not as impressive as it was about 20 minutes ago. All right, we got a new tornado warning. This is for Bibb, Hale, and Perry County. So we got a brand new tornado warning. We now have two tornado warnings in Alabama, one for St. Clair County, now one for portions of Bibb, Hale, and Perry County. So it's now 2:36. If you're just now joining us, Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott, we got two tornado warnings now across Alabama. Let me take you back to a wide view and show you the next tornado warning back to the west. It's going to be coming out of Hale County, just east of Greensboro, for the possibility of a tornado there. And what you're looking at is the velocity product. So let's go down to Hale County. This is south of Tuscaloosa. There's your couplet. This is just east of Greensboro with a possible tornado that could be down with that. So again, a tornado warning that's coming up on Morgan Springs. We got Heiberger. There's Sprott there, Marion there. Let me put on the tornado warning polygon. And let's just see. Okay, there's your polygon. It's east of Greensboro. This is moving northeast very quickly at about 50 miles per hour. Let me zoom out just a bit, just show you a wider perspective of this thing. I want to show you the entire polygon. And there it is there. Again, tornado warning continues for eastern Hale County, and this includes northern Perry County, southern Bibb County. This does not include Tuscaloosa County. This is south of Tuscaloosa County, a possible tornado just northeast of Greensboro. And let me just check these reports coming in because I believe we're starting to get some new information. They are going to, extend the tornado watch east, obviously as the threat has moved with time. So again, that's the latest on that. The tornado warning for Bibb, Hale, and Perry County goes until 3:15. So again, that tornado warning goes until 3:15. And this the tornadic storm is moving off towards the northeast at 55 miles per hour. Now, this is a radar indicated tornado. It's not one confirmed down, but it is a radar indicated tornado that is basically in extreme east Hale County, northeast of Greensboro, includes northern portions of Perry County and much of Bibb County. For the possibility of a tornado that could be there, let's put on the reflectivity. And again, there it is there, just northeast of Greensboro. Possible tornado with that. And I say possible, it's not confirmed. There's not one confirmed on the ground, but between now and 3:15, that could easily change. So again, this is the time frame for the warning now through about 3:15 for areas northeast of Greensboro. But if you are in Brent and Centerville, all the way to West Blockton, back to the southwest to Heiberg, we want you in a safe place now. That includes the lowest floor of your home. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. And we'll continue to monitor that. Let me go back and check on the velocity. And still evidence of rotation just northeast of Greensboro. Let me zoom into this just a bit. I'm going to show you a tighter view of this storm in terms of the rotation. Very close to Heiberg. This is just west of Heiberg. There's Morgan Springs. Your possible tornadoes on the south side of Highway 25, basically running parallel to Highway 25 towards Pondville. And then next stop will be Brent and Centerville and Elaine right there. Pearson's, you are close. I think it's going to be just southeast of you, but this is going to be coming up on 6 Mile at Trio as well. So here's a new update with our velocity. We still have evidence of rotation basically on the Hale County, Perry County line. Moundville's up here. We got Havana Junction there. This is all southeast of Moundville and Havana Junction. This is on a boundary that's sliding southeast. And again, we've been discussing, there's your possible tornado there, but it's moving northeast like that. So if you're in Pondville, Brent, Centerville, we need you in a safe place now. And again, out of a mobile home, out of a car, find a site-built structure, somewhere that has a storm shelter, or get into that lowest floor interior closet, put as many rooms between you and the outside as possible, as many walls between you and the outside as possible, and we'll get you through that. I need to go back to the northeast because I want to show you this. We have that other tornadic circulation that's in St. Clair County. So let's go to that. And again, this thing is very noisy, but it's coming up on Odenville. I do not see any very strong evidence of rotation with that. We still want you in a safe place in Odenville and Wattsville as we do continue that tornado warning. We'll put on the reflectivity. And we're looking for that hook echo. First off, there's the watch warning map. We'll put on the velocity. And again, your possible tornadoes just southwest of Odenville, coming up on Odenville now on Highway 411, tracking northeast at about 60 miles per hour. Again, we got much of St. Clair County, basically to the north of Cook Springs now, is under the gun for the potential for a tornado that could be there with that storm. The rotation has really weakened quite a bit over the past several minutes, but again, it is still there. So again, we got a storm to watch it carefully. Let me show you this. Again, we got a tornado warning for far eastern portions of Hale County, northern Perry County, much of Bibb County in that tornado warning. If you are in Birmingham or if you are in Tuscaloosa, points northwest, you are no longer in a tornado threat. I don't expect any issues for you as these issues have now slid just southeast of the cities of Tuscaloosa and to the east and south of the cities of Birmingham. And these are, again, two tornadic thunderstorms lifting northeast. See St. Clair County, and again, you see eastern Hale County, northern Perry, and much of Bibb County under the gun for a possible tornado with that. So again, just want to show you the watch warning map, that wide perspective there. Let me take you into this storm. First off, let me kind of reset things because I know a lot of people watching for different parts of the state. Areas north of Demopolis, we just got a lot of rain up here. Tuscaloosa, a lot of rain. Birmingham, Coleman, a lot of rain. Your tornado threat are these two cells that have formed out ahead of the main line, or that are kind of on the leading edge of that line. That's where we have the higher potential for a tornado. We do need to watch these cells down in Dallas counties that are moving off towards the north. That's Dallas there and Wilcox. It looks like a severe thunderstorm warning down in Wilcox County for that. So let me take you into this storm. First off, let's go into St. Clair. And then we'll go back down to the south over the Perry-Bibb County storm. Again, if you're in Odenville, we still have evidence of a possible tornado there. That hook echo feature still there. Again, the rotation is certainly not as impressive as it was about 20 minutes ago. 25 minutes ago when it's back to the southwest, but this storm has a history of producing a tornado, so we need to take it serious. If you're in Odenville, we want you to be in a safe place now. And again, that means out of a mobile home, find a site-built structure, a storm shelter, somewhere in an interior room, in a hallway or closet, away from windows, away from the possibility of flying debris. It's coming up on Highway 231. There's Wattsville. There's Stewart's there. Raglan, you are technically outside of the tornado warning polygon, but it's a close call for you. This may be extended off to the northeast, so places like Raglan, you need to be on guard for the possibility of this thing being extended. Okay, so there's Interstate 59. The polygon includes areas basically to the southeast of I-59. Does not include the Interstate 59 corridor, but just to the south, you are in that. All right, so new scan on the radar. Very heavy rain, maybe some small hail in Odenville. That's where that is right now. So still the potential for a tornado here. Crossing Highway 174, coming up on Wattsville. Wattsville, you're going to be in the path of this possible tornado that is, again, in St. Clair County. Let's go back down to the south. I know there's another storm that's coming out of Hale County. And this one's tracking northeast. Looks like it's pretty much out of Hale County, totally into northern Perry County, about to move into Bibb. Let's just look at this thing together. There's Greensboro. In fact, if you're in Greensboro, you're okay. The possibility of a tornado is now to your northeast, but Pineville and Brent, we need you in a safe place now. All right, let's look at the velocity. Still some evidence of rotation. It really looks like two spots we're kind of watching, one near Morgan Springs and one just southwest of Pineville for a possible tornado that could be there. We do not have confirmation of a tornado down, but that possibility is there. So again, if you're in northern Perry County, this is north of the city of Marion, we do need you to be in a safe place. All right, so again, just talking with the National Weather Service. Looks like the air is a little more stable further south. That's interesting to note from the Weather Service office in Birmingham. So they're going to hold off on that new tornado watch for now for areas that are not included in it to the south. But again, we still have a couple of storms that are tornadic in our area. Just checking kind of behind the scenes here. The storm that's coming up on, that's just past Moody, this passing now over the Odenville area, is moving northeast. Now, the Weather Service is going to cancel the tornado warning for Hale County. The tornadic circulation is now east of Hale County. It's east of Greensboro, but they're going to continue the tornado warning for Bibb and Perry County till 3:15, and then they're going to continue the tornado warning for St. Clair County until 3:15. And now I will say this, the one in St. Clair County is going to be out of the tornado warning polygon in the next 10 minutes. So it's interesting that the Weather Service will continue that warning until 3:15. It's now 2:47. I think by 3 o'clock it's going to be out of the warning polygon, so they'll have to make a decision. Did they extend the warning or did they cancel the warning early? So again, the National Weather Service will have to make that decision. You are zoomed into Perry County. There's Heiberger, Ellards Community, Brent, Abercrombie, Pineville. Just north of Morgan Springs, you still have a potential for a tornado that could be there. That's about to move out of Perry County. Perry's going to be out of the tornado warning within about 5 minutes, and it's going to be into Bibb County. So again, Pineville, Brent, Centerville, we need you in a safe place now. Let's look at the debris signature and let's just watch. And I don't see anything there. There's no sign of debris in Perry County, in northern Perry County. So that's good. I don't see anything here. If you remember, when the first tornado warning was issued for northern Shelby, we had that large debris signature, very obvious, screaming obvious debris signature with a tornado down. I don't see that in Perry County or southern and western Bibb County, but it doesn't mean that's not going to happen. Understand, there still is the potential. There could be a tornado touchdown at any time. Just because we don't see debris doesn't mean, one, there's not one down, but two, doesn't mean that one won't touch down shortly. So again, let's go to the reflectivity. And there it is. That's your Hook Echo feature right there, just passing northeast of Morgan Springs. So Pondville, Brent, Centerville, Abercrombie, we want you in a safe place now. Basically, if you are north of Sprott, if you are north of Marion, in far northern Perry County, okay? We're talking about Heiberger points north towards Ellards on Highway 5. That's Highway 5 that runs up to Brent and Centerville. We need you to be in a safe place. You got to find a site-built structure out of a mobile home, out of a car. If you're driving on Highway 5 north, let's say really north of Heiberger, if you're south of Heiberger, you're okay towards Sprott and Marion. But if you're on the north side of Heiberger towards Ellards, especially Pondville, that's Highway 25 there, we need you to go ahead and be in that tornado safe places. There is the potential there could be a tornado down with that. Let me zoom out. I want to show everybody out there because, again, I know people are watching from other parts of Alabama. We have two tornadic storms at the moment, one in St. Clair County, although the St. Clair County tornadic storm seems to have weakened substantially, but you still have a tornado warning for that. We have that one tornadic storm coming into Bibb County out of northern Perry County. It is out of Hale County, so if you're in Greensboro, you're fine with that storm. It's now lifted to the northeast of you. A lot of rain back to the north of that, and this is stable air from Tuscaloosa, Birmingham points north. That's all stable air. There's no issues ongoing for the cities of Tuscaloosa and Birmingham for the moment. The National Weather Service is going to issue a tornado warning for Dallas County. That's just south of our coverage area, but that's a storm that's moving northeast, coming up on Chilton County. So right now we have two tornado warnings in our coverage area. The Dallas County tornado warning is technically in the Montgomery TV market, and that's where that is. So again, I'm just checking on this this damage issue out of northern Shelby, and I have not seen anything out of Shelby County so far, which is so surprising. Based off the signature we saw, this thing looked like a serious tornado. I know there's one down. We saw the debris signature. Something was damaged, but I have not seen any evidence of damage reports so far. So again, we got to confirm or the possibility of a tornado that's down in northern Perry County that's moving into southwest Bibb County. That's that storm there. A new tornado warning being issued for Dallas County. That's right there. That's to the west of Montgomery, to the east of Selma, and that tornadic storm is lifting northeast like that. So it seems like the environment is, there's some kind of sweet spot right in here where there seems to be a better possibility of a tornado being down and produced by these particular storms versus back to the west where we just had basically a lot of rain and lightning and thunder. So there seems to be an uptick in the environment down here. The wind shear and instability combination must be a bit higher in that part of the state compared to back to the west earlier when it was just basically a lot of rain. So again, let's go into some of these storms. I want to take you into this storm first. It's coming into Bibb County. And still evidence of rotation just north of Heiberger. If you're in Heiberger, from the north side of town, points north towards Pondville, and especially Brent and Centerville, we need you in a safe place now. So West Blockton, heads up, this thing's heading your way. There's Pondville, there's Ellards, Highway 25 there. There's 219. Your possible tornadoes located right on top of Pondville, heading northeast towards Brent and Centerville. There's Ingate, Gary Springs, and basically the Brent Centerville area, and down towards Trio. You're also in that possibility for a tornado that's coming into Bibb County. I can say now, looks like the tornado is out of Perry County. It's now to the north of there. Again, there's your possible tornado, very close to Pondville. All right, so there's Highway 5 where it runs into 25. That is now east, near and east of Pondville. That's where this possible tornado is located right now. All right, we're getting some, here comes some damage reports, which I'm not really surprised that we're seeing this. So we're getting some trees down. All right, we're going to get a brand new tornado warning for Calhoun and Etowah and St. Clair. So the National Weather Service is going to extend the tornado warning to include areas of Calhoun, Etowah, and St. Clair until 3:45 this morning. Possible tornado about 10 miles now northeast of Odenville, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. Damage reports we're getting so far to Shelby County. Trees down on Old Cahaba subdivision and off of Hillsboro Parkway. That's where we're getting some damage so far. People about 2:09 a.m. reporting they could actually hear the tornado pass by. That was in Helena, in the Hillsboro neighborhood. Minor damage reported there. Trees blown down, things of that nature. But again, we got a brand new tornado warning that has been issued. So let's show you where that is. And that's the storm coming out of St. Clair County. What you're looking at is this tornadic thunderstorm that is now in Bibb County, that's just near the Pondville area, north of Edwards. This is pretty much out of Perry County, but if you're in Abercrombie to Brent and Centerville to Engate to Gary Springs to Trio, we want you in a safe place now. Highway 25 runs up to 6 miles, safe place now, out of a mobile home, find a site-built structure. Again, you update the possibility of tornadoes there coming up on Brent and Centerville. Let me put on the velocity. Let's just look at this together and see what our couple looks like. Again, some evidence of rotation. Still got that down there near Ellards. That's moving northeast out of Perry County. But again, generally some broad rotation that's coming up on Engate, Brent, and Centerville. There is the possibility there could be a tornado with that. So let's go to the northeast and show you this other storm. And this one is coming out of St. Clair County. Now let's show you that. Again, Bibb County tornado warning for you. Dallas County tornado warning there to the east of Selma. Here is this next tornado warning that's basically an extension of the old warning that produced the original Shelby County tornado. Again, this is impacting areas like Ragland, Gadsden, Southside. You're all in this tornado warning polygon. The potential for tornadoes now east of Odenville, basically between Asheville and Ragland. The Williams community, Markton, you're under the gun for this possible tornado that is tracking northeast at about 60 miles per hour. That's a fast-moving tornadic storm that's in that part of Alabama, basically about to move out of St. Clair County. This is northeast St. Clair County. We got Etowah County there. This is going to be moving into Etowah County. And then technically northern Calhoun County is under that tornado warning, but I can tell you it looks like the best chance for tornadoes is going to be north of places like Anniston and Jacksonville. And this is going to be the very northern corner or northern portion of Calhoun County. So I know the sirens may be going off there, but that's where that is. So again, we do have the potential for a tornado that could be down there. I have not seen any screaming evidence of damage or any screaming evidence of a tornado down in St. Clair County, but we'll continue to monitor that situation carefully. But again, what's left of the rotation is really shooting the gap between Asheville and Ragland, coming up on Ohatchee as we speak. So if you're in Ohatchee, we need you to be in a safe place. If you're at Marktown, Williams, along Highway 411, we still need you to be in a safe place right now, as there is the possibility there could be a tornado down with that. But I have not heard of any confirmation of a tornado down, which is good. Hopefully that trend will continue. Based off the rotation with that, I'm not really seeing a lot. Again, this is just north of Ragland. So let's go back into the storm. You see on radar, what you're looking at is the reflectivity. There is the Wattsville community. This is now northeast of the Wattsville area. But if you are in Ragland, Williams, Markton, technically Ohatchee's in that. I can tell you, I think it's going to skip on the north side of Ohatchee. Still need to be in a safe place, just as the least course of regret, as the possibility of a tornado is still there. And this warning is until 3:45. Let's put on the velocity. And again, there's your possible area rotation. There it is there. Look at that. See a little kick up in rotation just on the north side of Raglan. May have a tornado trying to touch down here. This is between Raglan and Asheville, as there is a possible tornado with that. National Weather Service going to also issue a severe thunderstorm warning for Green, Hale, Marengo, and Sumter until 3:45. So again, that's a severe thunderstorm warning for the possibility of straight line winds with that storm. So again, we got a Green, Hale, Marengo, and Sumter until 3:45 for a severe thunderstorm warning. So again, if you are north of Raglan, this is in St. Clair County, you need to be in a safe place. This is coming up on the Williams area, but again, that is certainly a suspicious area that has popped up on our velocity. This is the wind product, and your possible tornadoes right there. There's Raglan. It's moving northeast. This is about to move out of St. Clair County. This will be out of St. Clair County within about 5 minutes or so. This right here is Etowah County. So again, St. Clair County, Etowah County, Calhoun County there. There's Ohatchee there, okay? So this is going to be mainly to the northwest Ohatchee, but if you are in Ohatchee, if you are within a couple of miles of Ohatchee, let's stay in a safe place for the next 10 minutes. There's your possible tornado. Raglan's right there. You got your inbound and outbound winds. That's, again, the possibility of where your tornado could be just on the north side of Raglan. Let's go down to the south. We got another tornadic storm that is in Bibb County. Okay, yeah, still got evidence of rotation. That's just about out of St. Clair County. Let's go down to the south. And this storm in Bibb County, not seeing screaming evidence of rotation with that. It looks like the rotation is pretty weak, but we still have the tornado warning there for that. So let me put on the velocity. I'll tell you what, let me put on the reflectivity. Okay, so that's out of Birmingham. Still technically have a tornado warning until 3:15 for that. So again, if you're in Brent or Centerville, we need you in a safe place now, as there's still the possibility there could be a tornado with that. Okay, yeah, so Weather Service are going to cancel the warning out of Perry County, obviously because the circulation is totally into Bibb County now, and it's moving off to the northeast at, let's see, what speed on it, 55 miles per hour now. So this thing's moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. So if you're just now joining us, Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott, where we are at 3 a.m. on this Thursday morning. Hope you are having a good Thursday morning. We've got a couple of issues happening. We've had one known tornado touchdown in Shelby County near Helena. I have not seen any additional debris signatures. I'm not sure if that's going to be the only tornado touchdown. Hopefully there are no more. But right now we're honed into Bibb County. So Brent, Centerville, if you are from West Blockton to the south towards Brent, still need to be in a safe place. The possibility of a tornado is there. However, I will say this storm has kind of lost some of those characteristics. It is a lot more ragged compared to how it looked earlier. Let's look at the velocity. Let's just kind of check this out together. And certainly not a lot of rotation with that. Again, Brent, Centerville up towards West Blockton, I'm not seeing much rotation. The National Weather Service does continue this tornado warning, likely just to be safe, then sorry. But if you're in Brent and Centerville, let's stay in that safe place, but I'm not seeing any screaming evidence of rotation right now. But again, if you're in Bibb County, you continue the tornado warning till 3:15. Let's stay in that safe place until this warning expires. We know this thing can spin up fast. No sign of debris signature. That's good. Let me go back out. I'll tell you what, we haven't done this in a while. Let me show the watch warning map. Again, there's your tornado warning for Bibb County. We've got a tornado warning in Dallas County, and then a tornado warning in basically the northern part of St. Clair County, much of southern and central Cherokee, Etowah County. This will come into Cherokee County if this trend continues, and then far northern Calhoun County is in that tornado warning. Down to the southwest, we've got a severe thunderstorm warning for much of Hale County, northern Marengo County, southern Greene County, and southeast Sumter. So again, that's your severe thunderstorm warning. Those three are tornado warnings. The Dallas County storm is technically in the Montgomery TV market. Reason why we're not talking much about that, but I will say this, it's moving northeast. A heads up for Chilton and Coosa. This could potentially become an issue for you later this morning. So again, right now that storm is in Dallas County, not in our area. We have two tornadic storms now, one in Bibb County, one moving out of St. Clair County, and that is coming into Etowah. So again, Gadsden points southwest in Etowah County into the St. Clair County area, northern St. Clair County. That's what we're talking about for the possibility of a tornado. See, that warning has been trimmed down some, so that's good. Hopefully that trim downward will continue for Dallas County. Potentially the rotation is not as impressive as it was. Let's go into Bibb County. So I'll go back over to radar. Still got a tornado watch, by the way, across areas basically south of Tuscaloosa and south of Birmingham for much of this morning into about, I believe 5 a.m. was the last cutoff on that. I have to check in just a moment to see if that has changed. So let's go into this storm in Bibb County. By the way, the severe thunderstorm warning for Marengo County, there's a severe storm close to Demopolis and Myrtlewood moving northeast. Still got a tornado warning for Bibb County. Again, Brent, Centerville towards West Blockton at 6 Mile. You are under the gun for a possibility of a tornado there. And let's just check here. Okay, they're going to allow the tornado warning for Bibb County to expire. And that's until 3:15. So in about 10 minutes, they'll likely allow that warning to expire, and they'll go with a severe thunderstorm warning for areas east of Brent and Centerville. So based off of what the National Weather Service is seeing, the rotation seems to have died out in Bibb County. And it seems like this is more of a straight line wind issue, but they're going to continue the tornado warning until 3:15 a.m., so 3:15 this morning, so for about 10 more minutes for eastern Bibb County, from Brent, Centerville points east towards 6 Mile. That's Highway 25 there. Trio's there, so you see that. This is going to be mainly north of Trio, really from West Blockton to Brent and Centerville back towards 6 Mile. Okay, this is where this possible tornado is going to be heading in that general direction. And again, the rotation has really fizzled out in the past 20 minutes or so. There's Highway 25 runs from 6 Mile back towards Brent and Centerville. And there's no doubt there's still evidence of rotation, but it is so broad that the National Weather Service is going to allow the tornado warning to expire pending. There's no update on that. Pending the rotation doesn't bounce back up. So again, let's look at that. Look at the velocity product. Yeah, just nothing there. There is zero evidence of rotation in Bibb County. Again, we continue the tornado warning for 10 more minutes for Bibb County. The National Weather Service likely to put a severe thunderstorm warning to the north and east of this particular storm. So again, if you're in Brent or Centerville, the threat is now to your east, it looks like. I know technically you're still under a warning, but up 25 towards 6 Mile. Let's watch it carefully. Again, any evidence of rotation, I don't see anything there yet. Red Eagle's up there. That's on Highway 5 that runs north of Brent. Again, there's no evidence of rotation there. If anything, up Highway 25 towards 6 Mile, that's where we still have the potential for damaging straight line winds, perhaps a brief tornado. I don't see any screaming evidence of that now. So let's go to the northeast, go to the next storm that's coming out of St. Clair County. And I tell you what, I want to, I'll keep the velocity on here. Let's look at this together. Still got some evidence of rotation. This is coming up on south side now. Looks like it's totally out of St. Clair County and now moving into Etowah County. There's Calhoun County. So if you're in Alexandria, Jacksonville, down to Anniston and Oxford, you're okay. This is all to the northwest of you. And keep in mind, this is moving northeast like that. But if you are in Rainbow City, Glencoe, Hoax Bluff, or Gadsden, let's stay in a safe place. There's still the possibility of a tornado there. And we are seeing more of a couplet in that particular storm that does have the possibility of producing a tornado. Okay. So the National Weather Service is going to continue the tornado warning for, again, Calhoun and Etowah County. That's until 3:45. This storm's moving northeast very quickly. All right. So this moving northeast at about 60 miles per hour. So your possible tornado would basically be on the triple point of St. Clair, Calhoun, and Etowah County. That's where we're talking about for your rotation. That's on the north side of Ohatchee. There's Rainbow City. There's Gadsden, Hoax Bluff, Glencoe, Highway 74. If you are from Gadsden southeast down Highway 74, pull over now. Let the storm pass by. I want to put on the reflectivity. Let's just kind of look at this and see how it looks in terms of the storm structure. And again, it's still, it's still hanging in there in terms of a thunderstorm that could produce a tornado, but I have not heard of anything in the past hour, about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I've not heard of anything in the past 30 to 45 minutes with a storm, but again, from Ohatchee north to Rainbow City to the east towards Glencoe, and then Hoax Bluff. So that's who's going to be impacted. Again, this is the county line. You got Calhoun County to the south, Etowah County to the north. This thing is basically hugging the county line, but technically Gadsden, you are still in the risk. Reese City, you are too. Luke, you are as well. And Turkeytown, you are in the polygon. So if you are in the tornado warning polygon, you need to do something. Take action. Go to that site-built structure. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. If you live in a mobile home, get out of that. Find a site-built structure, a storm shelter. You've got to do something if you are in a mobile home. Don't take a chance with this. I know the rotation is not as intense as it was, but again, let's still do something. We still maintain that tornado warning. That's until 3:45. So let's go back out to wide view and show you everybody out there. New update. Again, the storm's just about out of St. Clair County, totally there. Let me go down to the south. I want to show you this. Again, we got a severe thunderstorm warning. We haven't talked much about this. It's coming up on Jefferson and Linden and Providence, Pinhook, Old Spring Hill, Demopolis, also Forkland. You're getting heavy rain, strong winds, a lot of lightning, but this is a severe thunderstorm warning. This is not a tornado warning, but likely it's very loud. So Prairieville, there's Laneville, Newbern there. It's Highway 25. Cedarville sits there. Cedarville's been hit several times by tornadoes over the years. A lot of damage at some of the trees there, it seems like. And this area, damaging straight line winds, is coming up on that Cedarville area and Prairieville. If you're north of Dayton, I know technically Dayton is in that severe thunderstorm warning. It looks like it's mainly north of Dayton. All right, heard a lot of updates coming up. Let me check on this. This may be some damage reports. Okay. Yeah, so the Weather Service is just going to cancel the tornado warning for St. Clair County because the rotation is totally out of St. Clair. We continue the tornado warning for Bibb County for about 3 more minutes. Then that warning should be allowed to expire. But again, we still got a tornado warning until 3:45 for Calhoun County and Etowah County. This possible tornado located near Gadsden, close to Gadsden, moving northeast very quickly. Weather Service also going to issue a severe thunderstorm warning for Bibb, Jefferson, and Shelby until 4:15. Possible damaging straight line winds with that. So again, Bibb, Jefferson, Shelby till 4:15. That is an extension of the tornado warning in Bibb County. The Weather Service opted out of issuing a tornado warning for Bibb County. They are going to go with a severe thunderstorm warning downstream from that. And we discussed that. We talked about that just a few minutes ago. So again, if you're just now joining us, it's coming up on 3:15. I'm Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott. We have had several tornado warnings over the past couple of hours that kind of spun up quickly. We have had, I know, 1 tornado touchdown near Helena in northern Shelby County, but since then, not much has happened in terms of reports or obvious tornado circulation. So hopefully we'll go through the rest of this morning without any problems at all, but we still are under the gun for the possibility of severe weather. So Demopolis, Prairieville, Lineville, and New Bern, you're still under the gun for damaging straight line winds. If you are on the north side of Linden, I know technically Linden, you're in that severe thunderstorm warning, but if you're on the north side of Linden, that's where we have the better chance for damaging winds, really right along Highway 80. So I'd say Prairieville, where 69 comes into 80, where 69 intersects with Highway 80, that's where we're talking about for damaging straight line winds. So let's go to the north, and let's go into Bibb County. Again, Brent, Centerville, you're in the all clear with that particular storm. In a matter of about 45 seconds, the tornado warning will be allowed to expire for Bibb County. This is primarily a damaging wind risk moving into Shelby County. So Montevallo, Maline, Alabaster, that right there, by the way, that spot, that's where the radar dome is in Shelby County, close to Calera, close to Shelby County Airport and the National Weather Service office. So again, those guys there, they're the ones that issue the warnings in Calera at the National Weather Service office. If you've ever been down Interstate 65, you've seen their office right there in Calera. Again, that's where they're located. So this severe thunderstorm is going to be moving towards the National Weather Service office, impacting areas like Alabaster. You will deal with this severe thunderstorm. So let's go to the north. Again, Bibb County, the tornado warning has expired now. So there's no longer a tornado warning for Bibb County. We have a tornado warning that continues for, I know you still see the polygon for St. Clair. That's out of St. Clair County. But for Etowah County, we continue the tornado warning until 3:45. Let's put on the velocity. And not seeing much. There's not any screaming evidence. Let me see if I can swap radar sites. What are we out of? High top. Yeah, I think we're out of High Top. We're sampling this from the radar to the northeast. There we go. There's Birmingham. So, again, weak area rotation near Rainbow City and Glencoe and Gadsden. I don't see much evidence of rotation with that. Let's see if the National Weather Service makes a mention of that. Okay, they're talking about the storm coming into Otaga County. And I tell you what, let's look at that. Let's go down to the south. I want to show you that. Again, still got a tornado warning technically for Etowah County till 3:45. I'll put on the warning display. And there it is. Okay. Still showing that tornado warning down there to the south. I assume the computer is just a little bit slow on deleting that old warning out. But again, there's your tornado warning for northern Calhoun County, north of Alexandria. Gadsden, you're in that tornado warning. Oaks Bluff, you're as well. Glencoe, Rainbow City, we need you in a safe place for that possibility. There could be a tornado down with that. So let me clear this off and show you the watch warning map. And again, we still got a tornado warning in Dallas County. Bibb County is still showing up in that tornado warning. And we're still showing that in St. Clair County. Let me make sure that's not a new circulation that's spun up. I believe that's just our computer is a little bit slow on, yeah, there it goes. So that deleted right there. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything that I didn't catch on radar. When you got a lot of storms like this, it's easy to miss a couple of things in terms of a new quick spin up potentially, but I knew there wasn't any sign of anything there. So again, severe thunderstorm warning for Hale County, northern Marengo County, southern and eastern Sumter, southern Greene County. We also have southern Jefferson County, northern and central Shelby County in a severe thunderstorm warning. We have a tornado warning for Etowah County and northern Calhoun County until 3:45, so for about another 30 minutes for that particular warning. The tornado warning for Dallas County has expired. But let's go to the radar. Let's kind of look at this together. Again, we've got a big mass of rain and some thunderstorms across Alabama. It really looks like this thing's become a little more disorganized over the past hour. We had that really impressive storm in northern Shelby. Ever since then, it seems like these storms have kind of trimmed slowly down in terms of severe weather issues, but still got a lot of rain here ongoing. Some flooding potential continues across much of north and central Alabama. And again, in terms of tornado warnings, we have one tornado warning left, and that's for Etowah County in northeast Alabama, far northern Calhoun County. I want to take you down to the south and show you that Dallas County storm we are also watching. And this is going to be coming into Chilton County in a matter of about 30 to 45 minutes. There's a storm there. There's Otagoville, that's Whitehall. This is Highway 80 down here that runs from Selma back to the east towards Montgomery. Let's look at the velocity on that and just see what we got. Again, some evidence of rotation just west of Otagoville. There's Billingsley, that's on the Chilton County line. Maplesville's up there. Again, there's no tornado warning for you, but we're going to be watching this weak area rotation move off to the northeast like that. So I would say if you were in southeast Chilton County, let's say southeast of Clanton, back into Coosa County over towards the Rockford area, let's watch that storm. Again, there's nothing confirmed in terms of a tornado. There's no screaming evidence there's a tornado down. But let's keep an eye on that thing just west of Otagoville. There's Highway 82 near Billingsley. All right, so let's go to the north. Let's go back into that storm that is impacting areas around Gadsden for the possibility of a tornado that could be there. I do want to mention again Shelby County severe thunderstorm warning for damaging straight line winds. There's no obvious evidence of a tornado there. Let's see. Let's go into Gadsden. Here we go. And again, still some weak evidence of rotation, really between Gadsden and Hoax Bluff. Again, this is out of high top here. This radar, this velocity. You're looking at the wind inside of these storms, and again, quite frankly, I don't see much rotation there. It doesn't mean there's not anything down. I just don't see any strong evidence of rotation with that. Let me put on the warning so you can kind of see where the polygon is. There it is. Again, this includes areas north of Alexandria, Hoax Bluff, Turkeytown, Reese City, Gadsden, Rainbow City. You're in that tornado warning polygon. That's where there is the possibility of a tornado, and that's moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. Based off the lack of reports and based off of, based off the lack of reports, and the lack of rotation, I would be shocked if they did extend the tornado warning into Cherokee County. Not saying it can't happen, but again, if you were in center, up on Weiss Lake, or even towards even as far east as the Georgia state line, anywhere in Cherokee County, I would keep an eye on it. There is certainly the possibility that this tornado warning could be extended into Cherokee County, again including the Weiss Lake area, but I don't see any obvious evidence of that right now. So let me take you back out to wide view. This is the watch warning map, and you see we still continue that tornado warning for much of, looks like much of Etowah County, basically along the interstate 59 and point south, and that does include northern portions of Calhoun County as well. Just checked a couple of things again behind the scenes. I don't see any evidence of a tornado with any of these additional storms. I'll tell you what, let's look at the storm that's south of Greensboro. That one is quite interesting, so let's go into that. I'll go back over to radar product. And again, the storm to the south of Greensboro is interesting. It does have some sign of rotation now. So let's go into that. We may see a tornado warning added for extreme southern Hale County into Perry County for that right there. Again, this is coming up on New Bern. If you are on the south side of Greensboro, this is coming up on New Bern, basically Highway 25, seeing some evidence of rotation down here. And again, the Weather Service has a severe thunderstorm warning with that, with mainly damaging straight line wind risk, but there is some evidence of rotation. This is now east of Demopolis. But a heads up, if you are in Marion or Heiberger, in western Perry County, eastern and southern portions of Hale County, let's watch this carefully, as there is the possibility we could see a tornado warning added for you. Hasn't happened yet, but again, that is possible. So look at the velocity, the wind. And fortunately, this scan is not as impressive as the last one, but again, we were seeing some evidence of rotation just below Greensboro. Not as tight as it was the last scan, so good. That's good news there, but we're going to watch that carefully. So again, a heads up if you are in Perry County from Marion to Heiberger back to the west, there's certainly the possibility of some damaging straight line winds, potentially an isolated tornado. Could be a quick spin up with that, but I just don't see much evidence of that right now. So let's go back off to the north and take you into that storm that is in Etowah County. Let's look at that. All right, see a little evidence of rotation there. You see that just to the east of Gadsden. That's over Hoax Bluff. That'll be coming up on Center and Weiss Lake. So, yeah, I've seen a little evidence of rotation there. So the Weather Service may consider adding a tornado warning for Cherokee County. And let's see, is this a new update? Yeah, so they're going to issue a tornado warning just like we discussed for Cherokee County. So again, a new tornado warning has been added for Cherokee County until 4:30 a.m. So for Cherokee County until 4:30 a.m., we got a brand new tornado warning that has been issued because, in fact, the rotation has begun to increase near Hoax Bluff. And that is tracking off towards the east, northeast at 60 miles per hour. I'll say this, you know, I know the warning goes till 4:30. It's going to be out of Cherokee County long before 4:30. It's going to be in Georgia by then. So I know the timestamp on that says 4:30, but I'll tell you this now, if you're in Cherokee County, I think the warning's going to be over with before 4:30. All right, so we are now coming up on 3:30 on this Thursday morning. I hope you're having a good Thursday morning. Hopefully you have been getting some sleep and no issues with bad weather where your local area is. I know there's a lot of lightning, a lot of thunder, a lot of thunderstorms out there, but in terms of severe weather risk, we are mainly focused on southern portions of Alabama, south of I-20, and then this one storm that's very close to Hoax Bluff that's moving into Cherokee County. Again, this is Etowah County, this is Calhoun, there's Jacksonville. This possible tornado is now north of Jacksonville. This is going to miss Piedmont, will not impact Piedmont, but if you are in Gadsden to Hoax Bluff, this is east of you. Again, Hoax Bluff, that's where it is. This possibility of a tornado. Let me tell you what, let me zoom out just a bit. I want to show you the polygon. Okay, there's your possible tornado there right on top of Hoax Bluff. Let's look at the polygon and see who's in that. Okay, there it is. And again, this is until 4:30. This is for 1 hour, a tornado warning. Keep in mind it's moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. So this tornado is right about there. This possible tornado is moving northeast like that. It will be into Georgia. That's the Georgia state line before that. I would say by around I'd say around, maybe around 4 o'clock. Yeah, I'd say about 4 o'clock it should be out of Cherokee County and into Georgia. So again, for the next 30 to 45 minutes, let's watch this storm. If you are in Cherokee County, we have the possibility of a tornado there with that particular storm. Let's zoom out. Okay, we've got several severe thunderstorm warnings. We've got, okay, let me check that. We got severe thunderstorm warnings for southern Sumter County, southern Hale County, southern central Hale County, southern Greene County, northern Marengo. Whoa. Okay, I'm getting some reports here. This is on Old Spring Hill of several manufactured homes destroyed at the intersection of 43 and County Road 54. That's just south of Demopolis. And I know people that live down there. Oh boy. So we are getting reports of manufactured homes destroyed in Marengo County. It's probably a tornado that touched down just south of Demopolis. All right, so tornado has possibly touched down in Marengo County, and this is now to the northeast of there and tracking northeast very quickly. And I'm checking with a personal friend of mine that lives there just to see if they are okay. And again, that's that intersection, Old Spring Hill and 43, where County Road 54 runs into that. So again, I've got some close friends that live there and live in a manufactured home. So I'm really hoping it's not them, and hopefully nobody was there during that. So we'll be checking with those friends down there. So again, we're getting some damage reports now. It looks like most of the damage reports were in Shelby County, where we had the tornado touchdown not far from Helena. We now have damage reports coming out of Marengo County near Old Spring Hill Road. And again, we're getting reports of manufactured homes destroyed at the intersection of 43 and County Road 54 just south of Demopolis. And that is what we are watching. Okay. And a friend of mine that we're checking with, they are okay in that tornado that touched down there. So good to hear that you guys are okay, but hopefully nobody was impacted by that. And if you do see damage pictures, if you'll send those to me through Facebook or Twitter, we would like to see kind of what has happened down there in Marengo County. So we know a tornado has touched down, looks like, in North Marengo County. We've got some serious damage that has been reported from that. So happy to hear that those friends of mine were okay down there. But again, we're getting reports of some manufactured homes that were destroyed in North Marengo County off Old Spring Hill Road, where we're talking about there. Still got a tornado warning that continues for portions of Cherokee County. All right, much of Cherokee County under that tornado warning. That's until 4:30 this morning. Also, Etowah County, that is now to the south and east of Gadsden. Technically, parts of Calhoun County still under that tornado warning. Understand that's north of Jacksonville. That's north of Alexandria. That is extreme northern Calhoun County. So that's the latest on that. Again, there's no tornado watch. There's no risk of severe weather for Pickens, Tuscaloosa, areas north of Birmingham and Jefferson, or I would say Blount County points north. There's no risk of anything severe there. All these issues are down to the south. So let me take you back into radar and let's look at all this together. Let me start you first off over southwest Alabama, and we're going to move up this line off to the northeast. So here we go. Let's start you down around the Demopolis area. We got a severe thunderstorm warning. This includes Linden. We got a severe thunderstorm coming through Linden. This also includes Old Spring Hill area. This is for damaging straight line winds. I don't see a tornado issue out of that. This is going to be a Boeing segment. There's Old Spring Hill. That's where that possible tornado may have touched down there and did some damage. We're going to check on that just south of Demopolis. But again, if you are from Old Spring Hill to Providence to Linden, stretches off to the northeast towards Vonsdale and Dayton, you are under the gun for the risk of damaging straight line winds with that. So again, this is going to be passing Linden, Old Spring Hill, and Providence. I think for these areas, after this storm here moves east of you, I think your risk of severe weather will be coming to an end this morning. So I think once this storm here moves east of you, your risk of severe weather should be greatly decreasing in coverage. All right, so let's go back to the north. I want to pan you into these other storms. So we got, again, severe weather that is impacting parts of. Look at that. Here's Greensboro. There's a tense core that's popped up on the storm, a hail core that's basically on Highway 25 on the northeast side of Greensboro. Possibly some pretty large hail with that. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning, includes areas north of Marion. For this storm, as it has the potential to produce large hail, damaging straight line winds. We need to watch that for any sort of tornado risk, but again, we're going to watch it carefully. More storms coming through the Brent-Centerville area. We also got storms that are in Shelby County that are severe. We got severe thunderstorm warnings for you. Includes areas basically up and down Interstate 65 from Indian Springs to Pelham to Alabaster to eventually Calera, you'll deal with that. Montevallo, you're dealing with those severe storms as we speak. And let's go to the northeast from there. We got heavy rain coming through Harpersville. You're dealing with that. In terms of the severe weather, let's go to the north into Cherokee County. You'll see the tornado warning polygon. There it is there. And again, the possible tornadoes right there. This is just to the north of Piedmont. There's center. Your possible tornado in Cherokee County in northeast Alabama is right there. We'll put on the velocity. Let's look at this. And again, there it is. Right there. There's Highway 9. This is about to cross Highway 9 within the next 10 to 15 minutes. So again, this is south of Center, just south of Center. This is impacting parts of Weiss Lake. Okay, there's Leesburg right there. This is moving northeast, kind of east-northeast towards the NOAA area, and this is going to be moving into Georgia very quickly. All right, I want to show you this. Again, we got a slew of severe thunderstorm warnings that stretch from northern Marengo County into Hale County, northern Perry, much of Bibb County, much of Shelby County, and southern Jefferson County under severe thunderstorm warnings. Again, there's no tornado warnings here for the moment, but again, we do have several severe thunderstorm warnings. Cherokee County, we maintain the tornado warning. That's technically until 4:30. I will say this, in the next 15 minutes, that circulation will be totally into Georgia, and that will be out of Cherokee County. We do note that Etowah County no longer under the tornado warning, nor is Calhoun County. So again, you're out of the tornado warning for that. Just checking information kind of behind the scenes here, trying to figure out what's happened down to the south in Marengo County. And yeah, Shannon Wright, you're down there. This is a quarter mile from your house. Did you have any damage there? If you can respond. I'm looking at a Facebook Live too. We are streaming online on Facebook Live. I do want to mention that if you lose power, you can watch us on the WVUA 23 Facebook page. We stream live and nonstop on there as well. So a good way, if you lose power, you can still get our information for that. Okay, so it looks like Highway 43 may be blocked by trees. All right, so yeah, something has clearly happened down there. Looks like likely a tornado touchdown. Yeah, we're getting some information that's unconfirmed of possibly some injuries and possibly, again, this is unconfirmed, there may be fatalities involved, but we don't know that yet. We're just, this is unconfirmed reports. This is in Marengo County. This is just off Old Spring Hill Road. Looks like a couple of manufactured homes were hit by likely a tornado at about 3 o'clock. So that was about 30 minutes ago. That storm is now to the northeast of there, but again, just what we are dealing with. So again, let me just show you what all is happening out there, trying to get all this information on about what is happening in, what has happened in Marengo County. With some damage that has occurred down there on Old Spring Hill Road where it intersects with 43. Looks like some manufactured homes were potentially destroyed there, likely a tornado, and some trees blocking the highway. We'll continue to get that information for you. But again, we've got several severe thunderstorm warnings. We do note now that Jefferson County and portions of St. Clair County is under a flash flood warning due to the fact of this excessive rainfall. And I do think we're going to have some flooding issues out of that as well. So that's what we're looking at for that. Tuscaloosa, I want to show you this quickly. The severe weather risk has ended in Tuscaloosa. The temperature is 63. We are in stable air here in the Tuscaloosa area. So, all right, so let's go to our report so far and let's look at this. Again, there's your damage down there in Marengo County. Other than that, we've got the damage in Shelby County, northern Shelby County near Helena, but I have not seen any significant signs of damage other than those 2 spots where we likely had a tornado touchdown. Obviously, it's coming up on 4 a.m. and a lot of people are still asleep. You may not have power where you are, so you may not be able to relay reports back to us. But again, we certainly had some serious damage in Marengo County. We're going to get that information to you, but that is something we are checking on. So we'll go back over to radar. Let's take you down to the south and show you what we got. Again, a reminder, Cherokee County tornado warning until 3:45, until 4:30. That's so for almost 30 minutes, about 20 minutes left on that tornado warning. Let's go down to the south, go into Marengo County. Again, we've got active thunderstorms that are now to the east of Linden, basically on the east side of Highway 43. Still got some rain falling in Linden, but the core of the stronger storm that's considered severe is now in the Dayton area, and this is coming upon Uniontown and Fonsdale, and that is moving off towards the northeast very quickly to about 50 to 60 miles per hour. One thing you will notice is these storms are moving fast, very quickly off to the northeast at 50 to 60 miles per hour. So go up the line here. Let's go into Perry County. Again, an intense thunderstorm coming up on Heiberger. This is damaging straight line wind potential, but if you are in Brent and Centerville along Highway 5, let's pay close attention to this, as we could still have a spin-up tornado with that at any time. These things can develop very quickly. And again, right now we're looking at mainly a straight line wind issue. So in Heiberger and Brent and Centerville, you got damaging winds approaching your area. All right, let's go into Shelby County. We still got a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for you for the risk of damaging straight line winds. It looks like it's now to the east of Alabaster, so heads up for Chelsea, Vinson, Highway 280. Anybody south of Lake Purdy, that's where the potential for damaging straight line winds does exist. All right, so let's go well off to the northeast. Let's go into Cherokee County. We still have a tornado warning for you. There's Cedar Bluff, there's Center. It's Highway 411 that runs into the Georgia state line. That's Georgia right there. Let's put on the velocity. I want to look at the wind inside of this thing and kind of see what we got in terms of damaging straight line winds or tornado. Okay, still seeing evidence of rotation. This is just on the south side of Center. If you are in Cedar Bluff or Center, we want you to be in that safe place, because there is the potential there could be a tornado down. Understand the radar beam is several thousand feet off the ground here, so we're not able to sample the winds close to the ground level. That means the possibility is there could still be a tornado. We just can't see it as efficiently as if we were close to a radar site. Just a problem we have in Alabama. The radar sites are spread out, and some of these storms are kind of out of that usable range, so to speak, in terms of easily being able to see a tornado. So again, that's right there. Let me put on the reflectivity. Let's look at that. I'll tell you what, I'll put on the high top reflectivity. May give us a better view of that. Yeah, there you go. So Center, Cedar Bluff, still want you to be in a safe place now. Looks like the tornado is starting to pass a little bit east of Center. And again, within about 10 to 15 minutes, I think we can give an all clear for Cherokee County. I know we still have until 3:30 for this, 4:30 rather, for this tornado warning. It's 3:40 now. So we still got about 40 to 50 minutes left on this tornado warning. But this is going to be into Georgia in about 10 to 15 minutes. But again, if you're in eastern Cherokee County, from Center to the Georgia state line, we want you in a safe place now. Again, lowest floor of your home, any walls between you and the outside as possible. And we'll get you through that. So let me zoom into this just a little bit more, just show you this. Again, Cedar Bluff, Center, you're on the edge of the polygon. There's the NOAA area, the key community, okay, Sandy Springs. There's Haney. Lawrence is right there. That's Highway 411. You see there, this is all in Cherokee County. Here's the Georgia state line. All right, here's a new update. Your possible tornado is basically south of Cedar Bluff on top of the NOAA area. Newberry Crossroads, you see that. Moving northeast just like that. So in about 10 minutes, this tornadic circulation is going to be out of Cherokee County and into Georgia. So in Center, I think you're okay now. If you're in Center, points west towards Leesburg, no problem. But if you are on the east side of Center, let's stay in that safe place for another 5 to 10 minutes, and then you'll be in the all clear. Newberry Crossroads, again, obviously stay in the safe place now. NOAA stayed there, but Cedar Bluff, If you're on the south side of Cedar Bluff, you need to certainly be in that shelter, that storm shelter now, as there is the possibility there could be a tornado with that. So let's go back out to a wide view. Show everybody out there, because I know there's other parts of Alabama being impacted by storms. And again, let me switch radar sites. This is high top. This is out of the area just northeast of Huntsville. That's the high top radar. Go to Birmingham. Here you go. Again, active thunderstorms ongoing. Looks like, I would say, if you are in Sumter County, Greene County, Tuscaloosa, Pickens, there's no longer a risk of severe weather for you. It is now to your south and east. But again, we've still got several storms down here that are showing signs of straight line wind damage, and there could still be a brief tornado with that. So again, these storms that are moving out of Marengo County, impacting northern Perry County, much of Bibb County, Shelby County, we still maintain those severe thunderstorm warnings. In fact, let me show you the wide view, the watch warning map. We got several severe thunderstorm warning polygons here. We still have that tornado warning for Cherokee County. That tornadic storm will be out of Cherokee County likely within about 10 minutes from now. So I would say by about 4 o'clock, we should be able to give Cherokee County an all clear. So again, just checking things here. Let's see. I'm not seeing any obvious evidence of rotation with any of these storms across Marengo or Perry or Bibb counties. It looks like all straight line wind damage. That may change, but again, that's what we're looking at right now. And certainly a lot happening in terms of damage across parts of Alabama. And just looking at some of the reports here, there's certainly a lot happening. Yeah, we're seeing certainly some wind damage. I think what happened south in Marengo County, just south of Demopolis, is likely a tornado. So that is something else. We did not have a tornado warning for Marengo County. The National Weather Service office does a great job issuing warnings, but it's one of those deals where it was hard to detect where the tornado was, and there's no warning issue for that. There's severe thunderstorm warning at the time, but again, I think we did have a tornado touchdown in northern Marengo County just a little bit earlier. So that would have been where Old Spring Hill Road hits 43. Still going to continue the tornado warning for Cherokee County, and technically it is until 4:30 a.m., about 3:45. So right now the tornado warning continues. It was near the Forney community, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. All right, so I do want to mention this. The National Weather Service has canceled the tornado watch for Etowah, Greene, and Sumter. Just some of the counties they've canceled the tornado watch for. You'll see that pop up on your map shortly. We are monitoring a lot going on in terms of damage reports across Alabama. Looks like most of the damage has been over southern counties, especially south of I-20. And that continues to be an issue. We're gonna get that information out, and if you have any reports you could pass along to us, we would certainly appreciate that. That helps with a warning process down the stream for the people that are still being impacted by these storms. So any information you can pass along, please do that so we can tell people downstream what is happening with these storms. So again, looks like Hale County and Marengo County, you're out of the severe thunderstorm warning. We still have a severe thunderstorm warning for Bibb and northern Perry County. Still got a severe thunderstorm warning for Shelby County. And still, Cherokee County, we got the tornado warning for you, but that tornadic storm is in the process of moving out of the county as we speak. You see that Sumter County and Greene County have been removed from the tornado watch. The risk of a tornado is over there. Again, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham points north. There's no tornado threat for your area. Still got the tornado watch for areas basically south of Interstate 20 for now. We'll likely see that watch being trimmed back as these storms continue to progress off towards the east. So again, the severe thunderstorm warning for Marengo and Hale County has been allowed to expire. We still got the one that's coming into Bibb County. So let's go into that. For the possibility of damaging straight line winds. So if you are in southern Bibb County, let's say south of Bryn or south of Centerville, I know technically the city of Bryn, Centerville, and West Blockton is in that severe thunderstorm warning, but it looks like this is mainly moving almost due east. So Heiberger up to, I'd say up towards the Bryn area. And most likely southwest Blockton. I don't think in West Blockton you're going to have any big wind damage issues from that. We'll watch it carefully, but it certainly looks like this is mainly a wind damage issue for areas near and south of Brent, perhaps towards the 6 Mile area and down to the south. So Heiberger, you're under the gun for damaging straight line winds. See that bowing segment there? That's where we have that wind that's rushing out ahead of that thunderstorm. So there's certainly that damaging wind risk right in there in that bowing segment to the north of the city of Marion. All right, let's go to the north of that. Northeast of that, still got a severe thunderstorm warning for Shelby County. Basically areas east of Alabaster now. If you are in Chelsea, you're under the gun of that. That stretches down towards Columbiana as well. That's again in eastern Shelby County for that severe thunderstorm warning. Let's go to the northeast from that, Pell City. You are getting rain, and that's it. Rain and some lightning. And what's left of that tornadic storm that's in Cherokee County is in the process of moving out. Let me swap radar sites. Let's look at High Top. See what we got. Again, your possible tornado very close to Galesville, maybe perhaps a few miles to the south of Galesville. We'll put on the velocity. And again, just not much there. Looks like this is moving into Georgia. So again, if you are in Cherokee County from center towards Galesville back to the west and to the north, you're okay. This possible tornado will be to the southeast of center, really right on the Georgia state line, moving into Georgia as we speak. So this will be a problem for Georgia residents. That will be out of Alabama. Again, this threat is coming to an end for that one. Yeah, and again, it looks like they canceled the tornado warning for Cherokee County. All right, so we got a tornado warning in northern Clark and Wilcox counties. Let's look at that. This is south of Marengo County. Technically, we have no tornado warnings in our coverage area for the first time in a while since I think about 2 o'clock. I think that's what time Shelby County went under. But again, we got severe thunderstorm warnings for Shelby and Bibb County and northern portions of Perry County. All right, let's go down to the south. I want to check out what's happening down to the south over Clark County. Again, we have a tornado warning now. The National Weather Service in Mobile issuing a tornado warning. It does not include Marengo County, but let's go down to that storm. And this is south of Sweetwater. This is going to be in the Thomasville area in northern Clark County. Let me swap radar sites. Go out to Mobile. Get a better view of this. All right, there it is there. Tell you what, we will put on the velocity. Let's just look at this together. Yeah, you got evidence of rotation there. This is very close to Thomasville, so there could possibly be a tornado there that's south of Marengo County, south of Dixon's Mill. This is coming up on Thomasville. I know technically this is outside of our TV market, but again, this is a close call for southeast Marengo County. Yeah, there's your possible tornado. Again, that's moving northeast, coming up on Thomasville. So, again, this does not include Marengo County, but it is certainly a close call for the southeastern corner of Marengo County for a possible tornado there. And let's look at the polygon here. Let's see what this looks like. Again, you see how this comes out of Thomasville, and the National Weather Service office in Birmingham did not include Marengo County in on that tornado warning. It does include Clark County and northwestern Wilcox County. This includes areas basically north Miller's Ferry, includes Pine Hill, Thomasville. You're under that. Again, the National Weather Service office in Mobile is responsible for issuing for Wilcox and Clark County. Birmingham issues for Marengo County. So that's the latest on that. Let me show you the wide view again, the watch warning map. We have no tornado warnings in our coverage area. We're going to watch Marengo, southeast Marengo County carefully. And let me look at some of the reports here that we've gotten behind the scenes here. Again, the tornado warning has been canceled for Cherokee County. Rotation has fizzled out. And you know what's interesting, hearing this out of Shelby County, it almost appears this tornado touched down in a forested area rather than in a neighborhood or populated spot, which is interesting to see. So that hopefully that has been the case and nobody has been impacted by that. Let's see, looking at some of the damage. Yeah, the Starmont area, that looks like the hardest hit in Marengo County. And several people saying this was a tornado. And we'll just continue to monitor that down to the south. Again, that's damage reports from earlier. About an hour ago, we had likely a tornado touchdown in northern Marengo County, just below Demopolis. This is on the north side of Linden. In fact, we can go back and look at that. That was about an hour ago, and I can go back on our radar. Let's just kind of look at, see what happened down there. And I'm going to zoom into Marengo County. Let's just kind of look at this together. This happened about 3 o'clock, so let me go back in the time. So it's this part right here. This is what came through. Let's put on the velocity. Let's just see if we see any evidence there was a tornado touchdown. Not much there. There's not much rotation. You know, this thing's so hard to see from Birmingham. We're so far away from the radar site, but based off some of the reports we've had, it was likely a tornado touchdown in northern Marengo County. But again, there's no tornado warning at the time. The National Weather Service, what they'll do, they'll actually send out a survey crew, and they're going to look at all this damage and determine whether it was tornado-related damage, whether this was straight-line wind-related damage, or what has happened here. Checking on the storm coming out of Thomasville. This is, if you're in southeast Marengo County, I would say from Dixon's Mills to Thomaston and points south and east, there is a dangerous storm coming out of Clark County that has the possibility to produce a tornado. We do need to watch that carefully. There's no confirmation of a tornado down with that, but based off the signature, it bears watching, certainly that's coming out of Clark County. So we're going to hang tight just for a little bit and make sure the National Weather Service is not going to issue a tornado warning for Marengo County. Again, if you're in Linden towards Old Spring Hill and Demopolis, I don't think there's a threat at all for you. This is to your south and east. That would include areas basically from Dixon's Mills to Magnolia and a point southeast from there. So yeah, so far so good. Other than the 2 damage reports we've had, I have not seen any other problems in our area. So let me just kind of reset things. We're coming up on 4 o'clock on this Thursday morning of Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott. We now have no tornado warnings in our coverage area, first time in a while. We have 1 tornado warning in Clark County, in far western Wilcox County, and we're kind of watching this to see if the National Weather Service is going to add a tornado warning for southeast Marengo County. It's a storm that's basically going to ride the Marengo-Wilcox County line as it moves off to the northeast, but again, so far no indication of that. And I tell you what, let's look at that storm that's over Bibb County, because that one has a suspicious look to it. Based off some of the signatures we've seen tonight. Yeah, so this coming over Brent. Let's watch this carefully. We got, again, a severe thunderstorm warning with a damaging wind potential. If you're in Brent or Gary Springs or 6 Mile up Highway 25, we do have that possibility of a damaging straight line winds. Let's look at the velocity with that. Yeah, there's no couplet, so that is fantastic. There is 0 sign of rotation. So again, the Boeing segment coming through Bibb County That is strictly a damaging wind and not a tornado threat. Keep in mind, though, this is a dangerous thunderstorm, so treat severe thunderstorm warning serious. And, if you got tall trees around your house, that could be a problem with falling trees, but I have not heard of anything from that. Let me go back over to the reflectivity. And again, we maintain the severe thunderstorm warning for Bibb County. All right, still got a severe thunderstorm warning for Shelby County. That continues. And again, this storm down to the south, we need to watch that carefully. That includes Clark County and northwest Wilcox County. So I'll tell you what, let's go down into that storm and just look at that. If you're in Linden, let me just say this. This storm will not impact Linden. This is going to be to the southeast of you. There's a tornadic thunderstorm over Thomasville. There's Highway 543 splits off there on the north side of Thomasville. There's Dixon's Mills there. The National Weather Service has not issued a tornado warning for Marengo County, but we do have northern Clark and much of northwest Wilcox in that. So we may see a tornado warning or a sliver of a warning required for far southeast Marengo County. This would be basically Dixon's Mills back to Magnolia, areas like that that could be impacted by possible tornadoes coming out of Thomasville. Again, there's the Sergeant community. There's Pope, Magnolia's right there, Clay Hill. Dixon's Mills is there. There's the intersection. That's Highway 10 and Highway 43 intersects at Dixon's Mills. That's going to be southeast of you. So again, Magnolia to Pope, down Hill, and Thomasville. That's where we're talking about, right in there for a possibility of a tornado. Technically, Marengo County is not in that tornado warning, but it is a close call for you. And we may see a warning added. Again, just checking with the National Weather Service, I do not see any updates on that. The circulation is basically skimming the Wilcox-Marengo County line. It's going to be impacting, if it does touch any of Marengo County, it's going to be the very southeastern sliver of the county. So again, this will not be a Linden impacting storm. In fact, if you are in Demopolis, Sweetwater, Linden, this will not impact you at all. And if it veers to the east just a little, then it will be out of your area as well. All right, so just checking again reports here. I know it's early and it is tough to see. And I'm getting reports, now this is unconfirmed. Let me say this, I'm getting reports of a fatality in Marengo County. This is in the Starmont area, just on the south side of Demopolis. I keep seeing reports of that, and again, that's not confirmed, but there is question that there was possibly a fatality down there close to where Old Spring Hill hits 43. That was from a manufactured home, I believe that's right. So we'll continue to get that information, but that's what we're looking at there, and possibly some injuries involved with that as well. As always, we tell people if you are in a mobile home, tornado warning, during a tornado warning is not a safe place to be. We'll continue to follow up on that and let you know what's happening. So again, that's the latest on that. That's from Marengo County. What you're looking at is radar, and this is showing a tornadic thunderstorm that's right over Thomasville, and it's approaching the Pine Hill area. This is moving off to the northeast, and this is moving northeast at about 55 miles per hour. Fast-moving thunderstorm, and what we're kind of doing is just on a hold here to see if the National Weather Service is going to issue any of Marengo County in on that tornado warning. It looks like the tornado is now northeast of Thomasville, but it's going to be closer to Pine Hill. So, again, if anything, the far southeast sliver of Marengo may be added, if anything. So, again, much of the area will not. So, you see the tornado warning polygon there includes Wilcox County, far northeastern Clark County. All right, so again, still got a tornado watch for parts of our coverage area. Still got a severe thunderstorm warning for Bibb County in West Alabama and northeast Shelby County in central Alabama, and those 2 severe thunderstorm warnings continue for the risk of damaging straight line winds with these storms. So again, that's the way that looks right there. Live look, this is from Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa. Look at the wind out of the north-northwest at 10 miles per hour. That's that cool, stable air beginning to come in. Temperature 62 now in Tuscaloosa. Again, the severe weather risk quickly coming to an end for much of North Alabama. Still got active thunderstorms back to the southeast. Those will continue to slide off towards the east over the next several hours. By the way, do notice snowing across northern Arkansas. Looks like Little Rock getting some of that snow. But certainly an active morning with thunderstorms ongoing across portions of Alabama. These are all lifting off to the northeast, and as that cold front moves on through, the risk of anything severe will come to an end. All right, let me check this. We need to keep an eye on what's happening in Marengo County. And okay, so they're going to cancel the severe thunderstorm warning for Shelby County. Yeah, just checking with people behind the scenes here. In Marengo County, looks like 2 mobile homes were destroyed by likely a tornado. Severe thunderstorm warning has been canceled for Perry County, canceled for Shelby County. So the only warning we have is for Bibb County. That's a severe thunderstorm warning till 4:30, and that's it. So again, things are beginning to quieten down across much of the area for now. Let me go back over to the watch warning map and show you this. This is going to update. Again, we've got Bibb County under severe thunderstorm warning, and that is it. So I'll tell you what we will do. We're going to take a break, and if we have a tornado warning issued, we'll go back to program. Hold tight. Before we do, we are just carefully watching southeast Marengo. Okay. All right, so it looks like the Weather Service, they're watching that storm, but it looks like it's going to stay mainly in Wilcox County rather than skim eastern Marengo County. So again, still got a tornado warning in Wilcox. Severe thunderstorm warning for Bibb County. Perry has been dropped from that. We'll see that disappear in just a moment. Flash flood warning for Jefferson and northern Shelby County. Flash flood warning in Choctaw County. Lots of flooding issues ongoing. So we will take a break, and if we have a tornado warning, we'll jump right back on program for you and let you know where it is and give you the latest information. But again, sad to report in Marengo County, we're getting some information of potentially a fatality there by some mobile homes that were destroyed by a tornado. Likely a tornado. I say likely because it's unconfirmed, but based off of what I'm hearing from trusted sources, that it doesn't look good in northern Marengo County. Looks like we likely had a tornado touchdown there. So we'll continue to get that information and bring that to you as well. So we will take a break, and if we have a tornado warning, we'll be back on TV. Otherwise, hopefully we won't see you for a while, but we've got our news coming up at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock tonight. We will also have more updates on social media and on TV and online as we get through this event. So, all right, we'll take a break. We'll see you a little later on.